Hello, everyone, again. It's Ken Himmler. And thank you to all who had reached out after my last video to get your Drake portal set up. Now, I wanted to catch you up on another big problem, and that's the IRS. Now, after 38 years of working with people's taxes, as well as almost 35 years of a workable relationship with the IRS, I can tell you things have changed. In the last 3 years, we've seen the number of false and incorrect IRS notices increased by over 400%. And that means that you either have to deal directly with the IRS or hire someone to do it. And we've also seen IRS audits increase by at least 200%. And most of these audits, at least in my opinion, are being performed in order to train the new 84,000 IRS employees that are being hired. Not only have we seen more and more frivolous audits, but audits that have absolutely no merit. It's not just the audits, but it's the outright blatant denial of legitimate and legal deductions. Now, while I don't think these audits are malicious or by some evil intent by the auditors, I do believe it's just auditors that are not well educated. In the last year, we have seen a denial of legitimate real estate deductions, legitimate stock loss sale, and even a legitimate deduction for a business loss. And even after showing the auditors proof of the deduction, and even after providing them the actual tax law, they're still denying it and putting the taxpayers through an expensive and stressful situation. Now, due to all these changes with the new aggressive IRS, we have decided to offer an audit protection program. Now, this program will protect you up to $2 million for your personal tax returns and up to $1 million for your personal tax situation. Now, we have found that the average cost to represent someone with an audit starts somewhere around $23,000 and only goes up from there. And sometimes it's not just an audit, but it's the average of 7 hours of time just to contact and deal with the IRS at an average of $300 an hour for a CPA or EA to deal with it. Now, this audit protection program will be available to add to the tax return invoice before we file it. Now, the cost will be $150 for a personal return and $225 for a business tax return. Now, I wish we could go back to the old days of simply handling a few nuisance IRS letters, but now it's a whole different world. We never thought it would get to this, but because it did, and we're in this new environment, we have been working very hard to get this audit protection program set up. Now, please know that for those of you that are already dealing with an expensive and stressful IRS experience, there is at least a chance to protect your 2022 tax filings. Now, we're going to be sending out some more information, but be sure to elect to have this protection added to your returns before it's filed. Thank you again, and we'll be sending out a few more tax season updates. Please take a few minutes to watch each of these as they will impact your tax outcome.